Peace Cafe is actually developed on the framework that calls World Cafe. And this framework was developed for enabling big groups of people to come together and have very complex conversations. And we took the format and implemented it into questions related to Jews, Arabs, issues about the conflict.
Speed dating for peace.
No. This is not speed dating for peace.
It is speed dating for peace.
No.
I really see
The outcome of Peace Cafe is first that because people sit together on the same table, know each other, and listen to each other, it creates basic elements of normal human bond. So people become friends and can connect and reconnect after the event.
I was just going to say, yeah, it can be quite surprising the first time when people come to a Peace Cafe when they've never been to anything like this before, when they come with all of these preconceived ideas or they don't know what to think and they're a little bit scared, they're going to this place, they don't know where it is, and they sit down on a table either with people from the other side of the conflict and they have no idea what to expect, and they may be completely pleasantly surprised, or they just come with all these different ideas, and it's really interesting to see how people react to meeting somebody that they know nobody about and they thought they knew something about, but actually they don't know anything about.
What I would like to say about Peace Cafe, which is an event that contains people from all over the country and also people from abroad. And when I say like people from all over the country, I mean people from the West Bank and people from Israel, and they don't have, actually these people don't have the opportunity to meet each other like every day or even monthly or even weekly. So this event gives the opportunity and the chance to these people to meet with each other, with a lot of people from abroad that they volunteer in the country, they work in the country, they do other jobs here in the country. So the Peace Cafes opens a door for people to build trust, and from this trust people move to know each other more and make more relations between them. And this is how this is what we use. Actually, we use the Peace Cafe as a magnet for the MEPEACE, to bring more people to the Peace Cafe.
I want to follow up on what you say when you describe the Peace Cafe as a magnet and also as a trust builder. The power that I see for the Peace Cafe, and the reason I call it speed dating for peace, is because it enables people to come together, and the trust that is built is not only between people. It's not only for people. It's not for people to date each other. It's for people to date the possibility for peace. It's for people to come to a place where they were never before. Like Vicki says, people come to this not knowing what to expect, and their world gets shaken up. And what's possible for them from that moment is really a possibility for peacemaking. People come in as individuals and they walk out as peacemakers. And all of that because there's a trust that happened because they were open.
So if you come to the line of speed dating for peace, I would try to give a different perspective.
Yeah.
And this is an element within the discussion on the tables of Peace Cafe, where people give different perspective, because I don't like the peace word. I think that peace is not a goal. I think the goal is to work together and solve problems together and create new reality together. Mm-hmm. So I usually try to avoid the peace word and focus on humans and the connections of humans.
And I thought you wanted to avoid the dating word or the speed word.
Speed is not very good as well because it's a process. People will not get the change. Peace Cafe is an element in creating a community. And then the connection between people in the community will not go through the Peace Cafe. It goes beyond, we have no control on it. Okay? And people relate and connect and create things together.
So if I heard you correctly, you didn't like the peace word, and you're not a big fan of the speed word. The only word is okay is dating.
It is okay. Yeah, I have nothing.
But I'll tell you why I like the possibility of speed. Because for a person to go from being against the possibility for peace, against compromise, for a person to go from being a person of stereotypes to a person that thinks it's possible, it happens with the switch of a moment. There's great speed in that, and that's why that's the power of speed dating too. I actually like the element of speed, not because it makes a very long process very short, but because it helps us realize that in a moment people can become believers and people can become peacemakers.
Well, what I would like to say actually, what is behind the Peace Cafe, we're trying to get like in the future, we really hope to get more worldwide peace cafes all over the countries, all over the communities, because what is unique about the Peace Cafe, that people meet to discuss issues, to discuss things and problems that they share and they face every day in their life. And this is an opportunity for people to meet and to talk about their issues, because in their daily life they don't meet and they don't talk about their issues, they don't try to solve it. We're not like gonna solve the Middle East problems, but like this is a way to solve it when people start to talk. But like this is also a magnet for the other people to come to us, because we will not have like the whole community at the Peace Cafe. But this is what we'd like to other communities to create, other groups to create more peace cafes. And this is how people can discuss their issues and their problems. And from here we can start to think about a solution for the Middle East.
I like what you said about that it's not only Israeli and Palestinians doing Peace Cafe. Peace Cafe can be created within a community.
Mm-hmm.
Because as Israelis, we got a lot of issues that concern us about how we act within our political atmosphere. And this format can help groups to create new ideas and develop new strategies and new actions. And same, I'm sure, for the Palestinian people that have their issues that need to be addressed and create new realities for Palestine, which is what we expect to happen in the coming years.
I think the Peace Cafe, MEPEACE and the Peace Cafe makes it personal. As aside from politics and newspapers and what we see on TV, it makes it personal and personal stories. It makes it a lot easier to understand, putting personal stories. And I think it could work in any kind of conflict or any kind of community. It doesn't even have to be about peace. The format is finding out about something, finding about the other side, another perspective which you're not aware of, and that's what's so powerful, is that it makes it personal.
Vicki, you talk about making it personal, and Adam talks about opportunity. And the opportunity that I see is very much making things personal. The possibility that's very exciting for me with the Peace Cafe is the possibility for showing up for peace. Everyone has a personal story, but we don't share our stories often enough. What's very powerful is the opportunity to show up. And when we say on March 26th we have a Peace Cafe, then we broadcast to the world the possibility for showing up for peace. Show up with your story. And the sharing is really what makes things great. But we have to recognize and acknowledge the power and the opportunity that we offer people to show up for peace. That's what I wanted to say.
Я нашла в этом пис-кафе именно эту возможность поговорить свободно с людьми, которым ты видишь в первый раз, люди, которые заинтересованы знать твою точку зрения, и как можно больше хороших, плохих сторон, соприкосновения, что можно сделать вместе. В конечном итоге возможность действительно быть партнерами в конце.